How we doing? It's time for some FACEIT League. We got Amplify taking on Boot Troop here tonight. I don't know why I went to this screen. Amplify looking to find their first win of the season. Honestly, I mean, Amplify looking to find their first win in an official since January 15th. Hoping they can break that seal here tonight. I mean, you know, you just got to get that one behind you. You get that first dub behind you. Coming in 0-5, Boot Troop coming in 2-3 here tonight. So we're not really looking at teams, you know, the super tippity top of the bracket tonight. Which, I mean, the bracket in NA Master is just wild. It's just wild. No undefeated teams left. It's still kind of anybody's game, right? Boot Troop gets first pick on Oasis as banned out the Malga here to kick things off. It's our first time getting Boot Troop on this season. Love the new logo, but still a lot of the same familiar faces here. You know, not a lot of changes from this Boot Troop roster from Season 4. Of course, we did have a couple changes for Amplify from their Season 4/Stage 1 roster. We got Amado coming in, which has really, I think, been, if I dare to say, perhaps one of the issues here. Not necessarily Amado, but Winter has been kind of moved into flex DPS at this point. And so we've had Amado, who's coming and playing hit scan, and Winter playing flex DPS, who, I mean, I think Winter had one of the most outstanding hit scans. So that one has been a bit of a surprise to me. Of course, you had Sunjun and Amolga coming in as well, both from South Korea imports. Amolga filling in the back line, and Sunjun, you know, sharing playtime with Gap there in the tank role. New coach was brought in. Sky Sniper was also brought into this roster here for Season 5. So there's definitely been some changes. Amplify trying to find their rhythm. Always kind of excelled in the brawl comps. I mean, the Malga comp was what got them, you know, is what got them to OWCS. That was their kind of the bread and butter that they played in those PNR matches back in January. One of the reasons we're going to see the Malga banned out immediately here from Boot Troop. As we do have, it's looking like, I mean, Gap might be in for map 1. Obviously, they're still finalizing some lineups here, so we're ready to get in. Getting ready to get in. Oh, we are going to have a side swap. And Sombra banned out here from Amp. Tropic Jim says, we the only people who are nice and full of whimsy. Endorsement 5. Let's go into Amplify versus Boot Troop. Oasis map 1. Oops. That is also incorrect. There we go. I think my dog's smashing things out there.
5, 4, 3,
all right.
2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Malga ban, we're getting Gap in. Is in fact going to be starting here over Sunjun with the Orisa. Sojin here from Amado from Mobutu. I'll just stick with Mobutu. I don't know if they'll go for a name change here. And you know, we can Winter on the Tracer, I was talking about, kind of been moved into that flex DPS role a little bit more. Does find first blood. So good opening start. You know, you got Star or Low playing Winston into the Orisa. So difficult. There's only so many places for Star to kind of play around as far as safe spots to bounce around from here on Gardens. Of course, this back high ground being a premier spot. Gets swarmed by 3, but reinforcements are there. Oh, Star goes way into the back line. We'll find Crazy Cat with that move. Amplify has grabbed first cap through all of this. Oh, but Star returns to find a kill on a Gap as well. Boot Troop will flip this thing, running Winter out there at the very end. We've got Brig Judo from Amplify. Whoop, I was gonna say versus the Lucio carry, but now it's just a carry. But this is the only concerning rush coming out. Amalgam does have a rally to try to finish this off if they so choose. Now, I don't see a whole lot of Boop Troop really pushing on that rush. Small disengage. Oh, hey, I don't have my outlines on. Sorry. I was doing Photoshop stuff. Sound barrier for Chopper Jim. Crazy Cat does just get the orbital online. Throws it right over Gap, kind of moving towards the objective, but Mabuda gets smashed by the Primal Star. Ooh, nice little juggle there. Keeping Amolga in a danger spot. Love the fall from Costas, keeping Amolga airborne. Picked him off the high ground, pushed him all the way back towards Mega, and just kind of delivered him into the lap of Constant. That was a nice little juggle. Amino did not make a read. As Constant was hiding over there. Mabuda does find Buckethead, though. Good enough for the trade. Is it going to be enough? Star helping out with that, but has to run. Gap swapping over to a Hazard here. Try to counter that Winston. Works well into this fight. Gap comes up with both support kills there at the end of the fight. You're going to get some late staggers here after you get the flip. Phantasma says, go, Gap, go. Oh, winner fight to Exo amidst the Consider Rush. What a good start there for Amplify on that. The rush in, and it just runs right into trouble, which should be a super powerful ult to take over the point. It falls flat from the very second it's thrown on the battlefield. Who a booping they troop? All right, we're going to 99.99. Orbital will work with Sound Barrier not too far behind from Tropic. The rally up, dropping from the high ground, move on to the objective. He's just following Mabuto around. Able to get the block onto the bolo shot as well. Orbital up and kill feed lights up in favor of Amplify. A flawless final fight. They'll take this opening round, 199. Star is allegedly 2% Korean. I mean, I think allegations verified with that juggle.
Ready for battle.
Same compositions. Amado sticking with the cast right out of the gate, anticipating the Winston as well as Gap's Hazard, kind of think for the same reason. Exo Boot Troop have high ground advantage. Tropic playing very close to the enemy team. Took a bit of damage, but Star moves in and drops the bubble there. Both are able to get out one piece. With Butu following up on some shots. Chopping ends up down. Ends up traded. Good shots out of Buckethead. This fight just keeps going back and forth. It almost feels... Oh, boy! Wow! There's something you don't see very often. Winter with a massive 3 piece. Can't wait to see that from Winter's Palm. That should be play for sure. I was about to say, it felt like it just kind of kept being little one-on-ones happening all through that engagement. And then right as everybody groups up, Winter drops that bad boy of a pulse. Gap just trying to interrupt the rotation. Took a lot of damage. Got to be careful with Concerted Rush now on top. Mobutu, yeah, just gets caught flat-footed with that, the Deadeye. Gap leaping up to high ground. Winter kind of got stuck coast side while the rest of Amplify moved up towards Mega side, Jump Pat side. Woo, good combo on a Consta. Looking to even the odds. A ton of damage in from Buckethead. Rally up just to try to disengage and get out. Star's not letting you. Primal Rage is popped. There we go. We get to see, I mean, is it, maybe even like 8% Korean. Maybe 5. Maybe 5. All right. Mobutu's decided they're not winning this battle against Buckethead. Buckethead is really been giving them a hard time. He's got to be leading, at least leading DPS, right? I feel like Buckethead's got to be leading DPS and damage. So much verticality to play around with this map. I mean, that cast just feels like you're fighting an uphill battle, no doubt. Gap keeping the block up through the boulder shot. The orbital comes in, but it's way back on the point. Well, Gap is trying to push forward. Crazy Cat does catch Buckethead just before that sound barrier hits, though. So good opportunities, or score pretty much dead tied. Gap does have the downpour, if they so choose. Suzu's out. Yeah, that's a good time. Trying to catch Tropic, but they're able to dance away. But Exode and Star both got caught. Exode will fall. We finally get the flip. I will say, Boom Troop did sneak out like an extra 10, 14% on that. All right, rush in out of Exode. 86% on the board. Another great disengage from Amplify. Well, I was worried about you there for a moment, Gap. The entirety of Boom Troop did make that raid, but Gap had the violent leap to get away. Tries to push in right side, just as the wall comes in. Or trying to use wall to keep Star in, rather. Did not quite work out. Moga gets popped, trying to move in to help Gap out. And if I try to play from Jump Pack side, able to kind of shrug off the bolo shot. Gap responds to the kill on a Tropic Gem. Buckethead in a bit of trouble. And that's going to be enough. Consta does not get back to get the touch in time. And Amplify will take map 1.
Play of the game.
Yep, it was pretty. Let's go. Let's go. You don't get a nice 3K pulse like that very often. That was awesome. Oh, time for Preds. Get you some Preds. Juno ban in there from Boot Troop. We're also getting a side swap, which makes me happy because Amplify are blue and they should be on the blue side. Boot Trooper more reddish. Should be on the red side. Right? Right? That just makes sense. All right, let's look at some stats. Did Buckethead, in fact, have most damage? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. As far as DPS. Gap actually takes it overall. Also has most elims. Winter and Crazy Cat sharing fewest deaths. Winter 19 and 2 there on the Tracer. Gosh, she's so versatile. Like, top hit scan, then comes in top Tracer? My goodness. Anything Winter can't do. It's a Freya ban from Amplify. And so, let me go get that plugged. The Flashpoint reworks midway through season 17. I know everybody's a little nervous on that one. I think this map is pretty universally adored by the community. I'm curious to see what changes they make to it. I will say, I mean, I have been a big fan of all of their changes so far. I have full faith. I think every change they've made has been positive. Some have been more significant than others, but still positive.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initial flashpoint. Mark.
Okay, Sunjun is in for Gap. So we're going to immediate swap of styles. Playing a Lucio Mora here for Boop Troop. Well, we were. And Tumabu put a rail shot right through Exo's eyeball. This is going to prompt a disengage there from Star the rest of Boop Troop. First cap will go over to Amplify. But, you know, Winter gets caught on that disengage. So an opportunity here for a quick player advantage. A small window there for Boop Troop. Constant gets the dash around on Mulga, who's trying to kind of, I think, stick on the point. Look like Amplify just kind of got caught where they were so good at disengaging and kind of controlling the spacing of the engagements there on Oasis. Amplify looked a little flat-footed into that one. Just kind of got ran over. Granted, I did not see exactly what Sunjun's plan was in that previous engagement. I missed it. I missed it. Somehow I fumbled. Now, you see, Sunjun, yeah, play very deep. Once again, we're going to see the bum rush come in. Boot Troop not as successful. Much better disengage from Amplify this time. Coalescence tossed in from Exode. Yeah, that's not something I've said too many times on this stream for FACEIT. Somebody were able to hit 4 from Tropic, but not in time to save Consta. It is... Well, that was one traded out, but it looks like the rest of this fight going cleanly in favor of Amplify. So they will get this flip right on back and save a few ults for the next fight as well. So Mulga not investing their own sound barrier, keeping that kind of offset there from Tropic Gems. Like a lot of times we see sound barriers invested just to stay in sync, you know, just to kind of keep that rhythm. Winter hiding behind enemy lines. Ooh, I'd love to get that kill on the Buckethead. You get that OC out of this fight, that would be enormous. Mabuchi's gonna go ahead and throw theirs in. Seonjun chasing with the primal. Chopping ship flick. Gillo breaks the ankles of Sunjun. But Mobutu's been able to find a couple of kills there with their overclock. Buckethead did, in fact, fall before they were able to invest their own ultimate and Amplify. Oh, sorry. We'll grab Market.
Next, Flashpoint, Paris.
Watch for star setup. Excuse me, constant setup. Does have this blade. That's going to be the overclock thrown in from Buckethead to kick things off. Sound barrier thrown in from Olga. Oh, Buckethead might be able to power through it. You know, the game plan, use the OC. If you get out the sound barrier, you have the blade for after, but Buckethead still finds a pair of kills. No Dragon Blade needed. Crash out constant bad boy Bucket must go nuclear here. Not unless malicious Mobutu has something to say about it. The wondrous winter on the point. Crash out Consta about to collapse with a I don't know a C word for a katana. I guess collapse with a katana would have worked, but it's not really a C word, you know? Oh, that was a pretty pool noodle dragon blade, but Star picked up a kill through all of that. Malicious Mobutu has a hole in his head. Unlucky. All right, we get the unusual, like, front door approach. Consider rush outside there from Amplify. I mean, Boob Troop are happy to take the fight there in that the double arches. Star comes up with a couple of picks through all that. My finger will never heal his Jover. Oh, no. Winnie, don't tell me that. Your thumb will be fine. Your thumb will be fine. It'll be all right. That sucks. That sucks. You start, like, you know, you put a keybind on, like, left control or something for jump. Sunshine Primal? Oh, catches Buckethead. What a recognition there. Buckethead to mix that chaos. The annihilation persists, though, and now reinforced with the coalescence. Whoop. I wanted some Exo Pop. Uh-oh. Crash out Consta collapsing with the katana. Once again, I didn't even swing. The blades have a little bit, what's the word? Like for show, you know? Salbear now thrown in from Boot Troop, and they've got Amplify pinned into this back hallway. 85%. Mobutu trying to disengage. The magnificent, the malicious Mobutu will not make it back to top. It's going to be a 2-1 lead on Suravasa here for Boot Troop.
Next, Flashpoint, Garden.
We're going all the way. So after an opening flashpoint going in the way of Amplify, we've got both Palace and Temple now controlled by Boot Troop, and they've got first, you know, at least Defender's advantage here on Gardens with the Coalescence. Try to back it up. I mean, Exo just has these coals on cooldown, right? Winter ice blocks uncryo freezes, thaws out after swapping to a May right in front of the coal. Unfortunate. Oh, you have jump on the scroll wheel, but you need spacebar for ball? Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Fair. It's an enormous Terra Surge out of Sunshine. But even with the Maywall, everybody's kind of able to back up into safety. Mabucha does find Buckethead, but this Annihilation could just be devastating. You're going to find a Molga, and the Kitsune Rush is a touch light to do anything about it. Yeah. The Annihilation just chews through it. The entirety of Amplify. That might just be the map right there. Sunjun is going to have to swap to a Wrecking Ball here, speaking of. Where are you going? Set it up on the opposite side, okay. Winter's Blizzard. Fitting. It could be the difference maker. It could be the thing to keep Amplify alive here on Suravasa. Doesn't look at... Oh, Star and Costar are actually both caught back on the backside of that little piece of cover. And Crazy Cat finds 2 through that. So the Blizzard ends up working out. And it's the supports of Amplify who end up getting the final blows on that one. Soju now kind of stuck on this Wrecking Ball, though. Backshot bucket. Oh. Wow. There's the OC out of bucket. Now it's a ball shooting bucket. What didn't sound any better? Sound barrier hits Boom Troop. Get the flip. Star actually finds some value with this blade. Lo and behold. Then Boom Troop will tie us up 1-1. Burn blow. Sorry. I hit the wrong button. Actually, I hit the right button, but I hit it in the wrong order. I meant to go click on my scoreboard to add that point in, and like my brain is just like, no, we're gonna switch seats now, in the middle of this 4K. Redix said, look at my students playing Moira. Circuit Pit, Rubacha Bat. Side swapping. Malign Mobotu and their underwhelming overclock. Let's go with some stats from that too. What do we got? What do we got? Star 23-3. Tropic 21-3. Yo, look how involved the backline is. Holy cow. Look at how many elims Exo and Tropic have. Yeah, they're getting in the mix. They're getting in the mix. Backbeating ball bucket head. All right, what's our other band? Freya. Nobody wants to play Freya. Everybody's like, fuck Freya. Actually, I can just leave that because we swap sides. And Amplify banned it in the previous map. So, like, literally, I just leave that Freya band right where it's at. Let's get into circuit.
Ready for battle.
Three dragon blades, 3 swings. They were all in the third one. Oh, poor Consta. Oh, we got Vex coming in. Okay. Gap has returned as far as subs are concerned. And this is where Winter's flexibility, rocking the cami skin also is badass. Oh, Vex. Oh, God. There's that Mercy coming into play already. Like, I was going to talk about it, like, if they lasted longer than 3 seconds on it. But what I was starting to say here is this is one of the real powerful strengths of Winter's flexibility. With her being such a top tier hit scan, and then being able to move over and pick up 3K pulse bombs off the tracer. Yeah, that's a pretty powerful thing to have in your roster. I'll stop talking about her, maybe she'll hit a shot. You know, a little performance anxiety. Now the other thing is, are you warm in the hit scan? Playing tracer is very different from being in a Widow duel with Vex on the other side. Although Vex, not necessarily warm either. First quarter has been picked up. Winter does find Consta the moment I get off of her POV. Do we have Res available? Res is available. Yeah, it's too risky, though. Thought there might be some cover back there where you could get Mobutu back in this fight. But doesn't look like Amoga's going to try and go for it. We are going to get the Flux able to duck down around the wall, Tree of Life, to help protect against it. As we do have the awkwardly meta BAP life lever on the other side that I haven't even had a chance to talk about. I mean, we've seen it at this point. Give us gold players what we want. Amp Matrix plus Flux, plus Window. Oh my god, Amp Matrix plus Sights, Infra Sights. So that's the one I was looking for. I saw the Flux happening, Brain did things. But nasty combos all the way around. We're gonna hold out a Boop Troop. Winter just kind of sidestepped that headshot. That looked like some Matrix action going on there. Now it's going to drop their own walls. OC comboed with it. Another good combo. Winter's going to find Vex. Ooh, a nice little flex to turn to take down Consta. Mobutu finds 3 back to back. And Amplify eventually find a point. All right, Winter and Consta both go Genji. So, which obviously Winter was playing the Widow, so that does leave Vex a little bit unchallenged. I mean, Mobutu can still fire shots down that way. Crazy Cat doing so through an Amp Matrix at the moment. But not a whole lot of space picked up on that ultimate. This is a little too far back to force Boot Troop all the way inside the hotel. Ooh, that was a slick little move. The pull out of the flux. Immortality comes in. Tree of Life to continue this attack. Boot Troop want to continue to press the issue. They feel they've got Amp on the back foot. Amolga's in the skies trying to keep everybody alive. The only ult available here. Oh, the Valka almost gets caught. The tree fades. Gap responds. Flux only gets the bat. Tropic Jim's able to get the amplification matrix down, scurrying back inside the hotel for cover. Star pushes out to gain some space. Actually finds a kill on Mobutu in the process. We do get the res from Amolga while that was happening, and Gap gets the kill. I guess it was actually Winter who got the final blow, but on to Star, that is. Tropic Jim, the Baptiste. The unusual anchor on the cart. Shield comes through from Star. A little bit of a pass-through. 80 centimeters. Separates Amplify from the second point on the board. Consta has been cleaned out from tent side. Star cleaned out from the choke.
There's the agent I remember.
The hesitation. I mean, Winter does get rezzed. But it was like, Winter kills one and like stood there for like that. There's a beat and then stepped forward and immediately got popped. That's why I laugh. Like, the timing on that was just too funny. Constantly trying to rotate towards this top catwalk set up for a blade. Good pick from Vex to start, but here comes Mobutu. Has 3 in their sights, back on poolside. Oh, but Tropic Jim's not that easy to take down. The wise Winner is sadly sniping with angelic aim. Hey. Now has a blade to boot. Speaking of blades, let's crash out Consta with the collapsing katana. Winner no chance to use there. Star is able to clean off the flank while Consta holds down the front line. Listen, that shot was long ways. Ooh. Good pop from Mobutu will force Vex out of the fight for a moment. Star does respond. Gap has a flux of their own. Don't think they found anything with it. We do have a Winter Blade going on that will catch Star. Sights are up, so Amplify do need to be careful. Amolga had res. He's just getting haunted. I think wanted to get Mobutu back in this fight. But Constant knew it and was relentless on that approach, on that assault. Just an ant matrix to work with. Where's Tropic Jim set up in the window? Yeah, Tropic Jim's in window. Winter is threatening poolside. The tenacious Tropic. I like it. I like it. Winter has to go regroup with the team, knowing that they might have to rotate in and off this cart. This is going to leave this flank wide open. Even with an ant matrix, Tropic Jim is going to drop down. There is that blade, but that is from Costa. Winter nowhere close to theirs. Costa with a good close to the gap, but you know what? Back on the other side, Mobutu's been able to even the odds. I think it was a 3v2 favoring Amplify. Amolga is still here. Yeah, Amolga is still back behind where the camera was. But with Crazy Cat down, now it's just Zen heals And we should get a hold from Boop Troop. Ooh, I say that. There's a Transcendence. Do we have any reinforcements? Winner's got to make it back into this fight. Star's got the Gravitic Flux. Denied by the Terra Surge on the point. Star in a bit of trouble, which will prompt the Tree of Life. Reinforcements have shown back up for Amplify. Good job there from Gap to be able to stay alive as long as they have. Another Tree of Life thrown onto this point. Didn't that just fade? What the hell? Now we're going to get a true fight in earnest. We've got Orbital Ray available to go. Winner returning with Blade. Nothing to finish this off. No ultimates for Boot Troop whatsoever. Crazy Cat's got to be careful. You got to close a bit of a gap into a Widowmaker to get this Orbital out. They succeed. They're able to dance around the shots of Vex. Now up into the high ground comes the Dragon Blade. A Discord target. Ooh, can't be finished off. A beautiful Immortality Field. Able to keep Vex alive. I don't know if it's going to be enough to deny a touch at the end, though. Mobutu up here will keep everybody at bay. And the cart drifts in for a third point.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
Submissive Star eyes. Me. That's amazing. Hey, there's been a lot of controversy over the shield perk. I mean, I know, I've seen the same thing. I've seen the same thing. But I've also heard shield perk actually pretty good. I mean, what do you think? I mean, you did have a Widowmaker to contend with, all right? I mean, you did have Vex to contend with. Okay, Winner? I mean, I can see the vision from Gap on that one. Speaking of, Vex 12 and 3. They're on the Widow. Crazy Cat also 12 and 3. They're in the carry. Actually, Crazy Cat was on Juno. Excuse me. It was Juno Mercy. Galvanizing Gap. That's a good one. The evil Amoga returns on the monk. Trying to hone their inner Jonak with one of my all-time favorite skins in the game, the very first Overwatch League skin as well. There's the power of the Vex Widowmaker. Right out of the gate finds Gap. Gap not looking so galvanized. This is now three-eyed Gap with an extra hole in their head. The curious case of Consta. The curious case of Crash Out Consta. Also, Star is like in nothing but fuel skins, and I absolutely adore it. Once again, Vex is able to open this up, this time onto Crazy Cat and through their own Amp Matrix. Winner ends up sliding out back up to the high ground perch. But it's looking like a cap. Gap is low, ends up just getting yanked back by Amolga's Life Weaver. The Life Grip kind of a bit of a forfeit of the point. Oh, and a good kill from Star. Vex is going to throw up the sights. Continue to push this forward. Winner is able to at least put an end to the infra sights, but they're the only ones going to pick up a kill here.
I'm on fire.
Gonna head and test me. Gap says hello. Should have been watching Consta through that. Was looking for the Terra Surge Blade combo. And the Green Goblin it was one stubbed. Vex controlled sightlines, Star punishing amplifiers. They're trying to just hide in these corners from the Widowmaker sides. Well played. The Vex Widow continues to be a problem. 17-4. Has only died once so far in this attack. 5 minutes on the clock for Boob Troop to push all. They don't even have to fit it. Yeah, they do have to finish. To push all the way through. They just, there's no time on the other side. Yeah, that's right. I know what's happening. Oh! The stun out of the kinetic grasp was cool, and the spear put Mogul all the way back down on the low ground, but still Tropic Gym and Star aren't able to push through this choke. Still too much damage to contend with. And one of the fallacies of running the Widowmaker here versus Mobutu on this Soj is a lot of frontline pressure. So even without the Brig, Mobutu has just put out so much more damage there in the tank train. Now Vex has eyes up on the window. Mobutu, don't do it! Don't do it! Oh my goodness, how are you so alive? You're fortunate that Vex missed the grapple to get up to the high ground. I imagine did eventually make it up there. Yes, indeedy. Now it's a 1v2, and Mobutu still is able to escape. Jump down low where there's a orbital ray. And Gil Gap just hitting rocks like they're nothing. Can we make this a thing every match? Yes, absolutely, Warden. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Oh, we got some Winton. In the Fearless skin. Stars back in the Winton. Let's see some Wintons in chat. Scrumptious Star. Oh, point blank with a Dragon Blade. Mobutu's trying to get out. Consta will get that kill. Winner trades. Oh, up close personal duel won by Vex. But they're kind of alone on this point, eating hyperspheres. Defense will hold, stabilize. The star of the show. Spectacular star. Stupendous star. Okay, DPS swaps from the defense. We're gonna get Cass and Reaper with Star moving over into that, into the Winston. In response to Star moving into the Winston, that is. Rally and Orbital both tossed in. Winner trying to hold the line. Mobutu making their way back into the fight. Yeah, you showed that pillar who's boss. Flux does catch Tropic, but that is going to be it. Costa just sitting there holding front line. Nothing's fancy. Gets that kill on the Winner. Rally comes in from Amolga trying to swing a 4v5. Costa moved up, but was eventually driven away by Mobutu's Cassidy. And the defense able to hold long enough to get their reinforcements back into this fight. Unfortunately, it's not gonna last. Gap falls. Crazy Cat not able to build up towards that ultimate, and just as his reinforcements show up, Consta just tips those dominoes right back over.
Score 3-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Oh, I don't think I gave you a prints for this map, did I? I did not. I did not give you prints for this map. I'm sorry. I'll give you prints for map 4.
Ready for battle.
Spingar, Jiggleburger recognize each other. Yeah, greatness recognizing greatness.
You have an admirable piece about you.
Oh, good old Overwatch 1 tech. Well, we definitely have an attacker's advantage here, as Ekin was talking about. We'll see if Hottie Theory comes true on this one. We do have the Emolga Mercy. And back in kind of the double sniper look, Winter going back into this Widowmaker here for the attack. Five quarter of the power of that Eraser Shield coming into play on that one. Absorbing a lot of damage out of Mobutu. 10 seconds on the clock. This is going to be down to a neutral pick. Who's going to get it? Woo! Mobutu almost had Consta. Consta dashes out in the nick of time. Winner snagging some high ground positioning. Has to be oh so careful. Vex on that back stairwell. Winner knows they're there. Knows they're hiding behind that little piece of cover. Exchanging shots. Nothing fouled so far. Meanwhile, back down low. Constant just dancing in and around. The Ant Matrix is thrown in. Mobutu's able to find Exode. That could be just a ticket. Gravitic Flux thrown in from Gap. Looked like two were caught in that. And Tropic Gym stuck back behind the cart. With those overtime spawns, it's going to be close. There's the speed ring. I mean, you don't want Exode to go touch. I mean, Exode is going to make it. Sights are up. Mobutu has an overclock into the point. But the defense knows exactly where Amplify is coming from. 3 shots into Tropic Gym. Takes him down 10% away from that rally. Winner able to pick up Costa. And the Mercy is flying high. Ooh, the Mercy's picked out of the sky. Looks like we will get a point. Vex's literal one finished off by Mobutu, as is Exode. Only 3 players currently on the point. Here comes the 2 supports. Mongol goes to an Ana here. OW Hex, thank you for the follow. The Boot Troop logo is awesome. Casa pulls out the blade. Trying to hit this team right in. Ooh! Right as they went around the curve. And Winner does, in fact, get stuck. Mobutu as well. No DPS. And that'll be the end of the line here for Amplify. They're able to at least make it around the corner of the chicane. Will it be enough to take the lead in the series?
Score 3-4. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Done. It's okay, you can't escape attacker's advantage. None of us can. Mercy has a hole in her head. Not a whole head, but a hole in her head. Now Mobutu has a hole in her head. Woo! I bet that her is more about the Soj. Anyway, not about Almato. Or Mobutu themselves. Hole is ignored. All right, so we saw the... Oh, God. I was about to talk about Winter coming into this Genji. And, you know, how it kind of... They lost some pressure there on that first half of the point, and then Winter just dies immediately here for the second half of point A. And we're going to get back-to-back... I mean, looking like back-to-back fight wins. Ooh, Vex playing with fire up here. Yeah, that's not going to pay off. And that trade is exactly how Amplify can get back into this. It's a pretty disastrous turn. As you take an enormous threat of the sidelines, and this is just all guns a-blazing here for Amplify, including throwing the double damage amplification matrix down. Terror Surge from Star does catch Winter. Momentarily able to hide, but Exo popped. Sights up from Vex, trying to hit Gap mid-Gravitic Flux. Did not see, I hit the wrong button. I don't know what, it was unclear what Gap got with that Flux, but I see a very low Tropic Gem here. Oh, rally in the face of Mobutu. Hey, it's one way to get her done. Orbital from the defense has just kind of been one long engagement since the cap. Costa's gonna blade into the Ray. It's the Space Blade from Crash Out Costa. Able to hunt down a Molga at the back of the fight. Remember, this box of victory is only right there. Everybody at cart. Is there time for a recontest? One last fight to determine who takes the lead in the series. Winner has Blade. OC available from Mobutu as well. Immediately, the OC's already picked up one. Winner hadn't even pulled out the blade yet. Amplify already have this one in the bag. A beautiful final fight, just the way they drew it up. Amplify will take the lead of the series, moving up to match point on a final fight. Circuit Royale. Hey, yo, attacker's advantage. Get Amplify their point. Hard earned. Runasapi pick here from Boop Troop. We are going to get a side swap. Wait, are we? Yes. It's the Orisa band. Tenacious Tropic folds malicious Mobutu like a lawn chair. Attacker's advantage! actually prime attacker's advantage example. Like, genuinely. Genuinely. Let's look at some stats there from map 3. More ban from Amplify. Done. Let's get it about 4.
Objective
When's the last time you saw Moraband? Yeah, it's just like. Okay, Mobutu actually pulling out the Freya. I mean, we saw Freya banned out literally the last 2 maps. So I'm not quite sure what to even make of this. Like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Mobutu's favored the Osoj Cass. Even back on Oasis when we didn't have a Freya ban. Gap is in the Maga, by the way. Staying in for map 4. We also had Buckethead return to the lineup here. First fight goes the way of Boot Troop. Right out of the gate. Hey. I know, hard-hitting analysis. Boot Troop, 1 fight. Thank you, Jeff. Well, shot should be available here. This will be available, or available here for this next engagement. Come on, let's use some conviction. Come on now. Conviction Consta. You know, playing it conservatively. Now decides to kind of push through clothing store. See if they can collect. I don't know, right now, see where it's. Well, Boots does throw in the bolo shot, able to get 1 onto Exo with that. Play it up. Woo! That was nasty. Oh, that was malicious. That was magnificent. Oh, I love this skin. I think it's just such a good-looking skin. That's Bull Skunk theory. Whoever has the better-looking skin will win the duel. Winner diving through with the advantage of the Space Ray. Got in behind this defense. Everybody caged up. Brilliantly played there from Amplify. Star does manage to get a trade on the Winner, but especially with close spawns. Oh, actually, Winner will not get this close spawn. So Winner's still making a long run back. Okay, coast side rotation from Star. I was a little curious on that, just because if there's more resistance, it'd be tough to throw down these ultimates. But, you know, we make it to the corner. It's exactly what Boop Troop wanted to do. They're able to ray up the street. Can be a dangerous to difficult street to push up, particularly in a Ramatra comp like this. But here we go. A couple of ults thrown in, and it's going to be Amplify throwing in both of their DPS ults. Constant responds, though. No pool noodles here. Constant got rid of the pool noodle after map 1. Find a beautiful 3-piece here throughout this gauge. I guess it was map 2. We said Suravasa. We saw some pool noodles on Suravasa. That's what it was. Okay. And once again, these two teams seem to be pretty damn comparable. Good push to coast side. Gap tried to pull back and peel for it, but it just opened up so much space. Really nice, methodical move. That was AI. Okay, Gap's gonna go into the hazard. Bull Skunk Curse, I fear? Yeah, that's entirely possible. Yeah, the Bull Skunk theory is whatever player I'm not watching wins the duel. That's Bull Skunk theory. Butcher did manage to take the lead off of that previous push. Looked like a deflect onto the bolo shot, but I'm not sure. It may have been just caught by Gap. I'm not exactly sure. Either way, Gap's still at full strength. Bot slowly pushes up. Amplify have cut through the center building. Oh, have they left themselves vulnerable? Kitsune Rush now thrown in defensively as Amplify are kind of disengaging out of their own Kitsune. Double support ults have been tossed in. Rally Orbital from Boob Troop. Oh, and that pick on the Gap is disastrous. What a play. Now the Blade here just icing on the cake. Boob Troop are back in control. Tim is marched forward. And Star's just roaring forward. Star's just fearless. There's only 2 players back, and winner gets caught out of Blade. You know, look like Amplify tried to do a backline trade, and it left the front door wide open. Boom Troop happy to just smash through it. Now a desperate swap onto the Ramatra from Gap, just to try to hold this line. But they're going to have to win this defensive fight with Alba Butu and into an Annihilation out of Star. Too much for Gap to handle. And this is going to be a full cap as we head to map 5.
Play of the game.
Lucio ban, WPG picked. Interesting. Interesting. We end up in a Winton battle here for our 5th and final map. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, Virtual did redeem an emote earlier during that map. Or maybe previous map. I missed it. So I straight missed it. Sorry about that. But it's a good one. Good one. We now have... Okay, so Virtual's emote is in honor of our attacker's advantage. So you'll have to give me time to get into Photoshop and get it, like, sized up and all that. But it's... it's fantastic. Pretty dominant Runasapi. What a pick there out of Boob Troop. Star 18 and 2, 6,300 damage, but it's Buckethead leading the server, 7,200. Let's get in, get ready for map 5. We're not quite loading in yet. This is actually phenomenal for the Spin Guard portfolio. You do actually have to use the command. I didn't put it in, like, without the command. Map 5 Bastion Echo comp. Says Tropic Chip. I'm not expecting all that. But, at this point, I don't even know what to expect. We do have Stratocaster coming in for Boop Troop. And let's go look at that ban. We haven't looked at Boop Troop's ban for map 5. Cassidy. Stratocaster coming in for the back line. Imagine, is that an Ana? And you did get Sun June coming in for Amplify. Oh, Prince. I almost forgot.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know why Boot Troop had 2 P's in it for that print, but it did.
Stop the payload.
Oh, maybe a Hex comes through with the Infinity Ice logo emote. I love it. I love the Blueberry Kitty. Good shooting from Ubuntu. Wins out the high ground duel. This should open up blue box or, yeah, center box, I mean. Sunjun's going to push, yeah. We're Star and Tropic looking for a trade onto that back line. Star hoping to find these supports. But the peel is good. Mobutu is there for a take aim shot for a little extra damage. First half clean here from Amplify. Sunjun overextends. If they get a touch here, that'll look real bad. But fortunately for Amplify, Boot Trooper not able to make it back in time. That could have been disastrous. If that kill comes through a little bit sooner, you know, they get back and contest. That could have been disastrous. Works out for Amplify here, though. Winner pushing through Mega Room. Rocking the shock skin. Buckethead very low. Mobutu finds that kill. Has the bolo shot. Oh, but I thought they might just get aggressive on this. It felt like if I kind of just slowed down, they got the opening pick, and then just kind of stalled out for a moment. Amolga ends up falling. I don't know if they were trying to bait. Now the Nano Primal is slept. Seandra is still trying to leave it at the top to find some value with that. Winner is actually the one picking up a kill. Star also Nano boosted through this and have held on to their Primal. When did Strato become their auto guy? I mean, you know what? Fair question. I don't have an answer for you on that one, Peasy. Oh, no, I didn't plug in the second band. Sorry. It was a Cassidy band from Boot Troop. I just forgot to plug in the second band. Thank you. Good reminder. Good reminder. I just forgot. Sunjun's been able to pick up some space. I mean, some precious few meters to get positioned underneath the shuttle. Bionet used defensively, actually a good sign here. It could be an opportunity, a window in the cooldowns for Amplify to try to find a kill here. Well, that's a huge leap into the back line. This is a rally jump down. Crazy Cat just got descended upon. Oh, my. You know, when Briggs fly. Now nanoed up. Tropic Jim will batter through Winner. Can't quite say Buckethead, though. Sunjun's got a primal. They able to corner Jim. They catch Tropic. What a beautiful little juggle. Able to kind of just push him into the corner. Nice little micro move to make sure and secure that kill. PC? Well, hello to you too. 2 minutes from now. 2 minutes into the past. I guess it'll be 2 minutes into the future as well. Amplify hold here. Mobutu comes up with a 3-piece on the back of the fight with that bowl shot. That's an interesting. Yeah, Star just left all the way across. I'm guessing hunting, but you left that backline so wide open. Winner Mobutu. I mean, Mobutu ends up kind of being a little bit of a red herring. Winner gets in right underneath the defense. Gonna find themselves 3 in that one. I'm not even sure what Star. I don't know if Star was just trying to get position on that far side. I was trying to get some Sunjun pop here. Random screenshot to lock in. One day I'm going to release that screenshot folder. Sunjun, thoroughly entrenched. Had plenty of cooldowns to hold. Did not even have to jump out. Fights 2 kills. Stratocaster barely holding on back here. Winner dashes through in front of the spawn doors. Nate is defensively out of Stratocaster. The sleep will mess. No cooldowns left. I don't know if I was Winner, that's what I'd pursue that on him. But Primal Ranger on the point. I think drew everybody back. Star able to batter a Molga into a corner. Make sure that rally doesn't make it out of this fight. Defense has a rally. Man, saying, hey, it'd be nice you had that rally right now. Sunjun says, I don't need a rally to smash you.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
These Koreans are goated with the sauce, says Mick. Hard to argue.
Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming.
There goes that, the aerial bring again. Hey! Spin guard with a prime sub. Virtual with a prime sub. Let's go. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. This is Type She. Great, purple. Crazy Cat able to get the kill on a Tropic Gem. Almost got Stratocaster as well. Stratocaster was hit with that anti. Beautiful shooting from Ubuntu. Okay, so Virtual redeemed a emote thing, by the way. There was another one that I missed. Oh no, Ubuntu gets stuck on the bridge. If y'all know who submitted the scooter, I need to know. Anyway. All right, Mobutu's back in this fight. Everybody from Boop Troop piling up on Blue Box. They're the Blue Box battering Boop Troop. They're battering and battling. Oh, good boop there from Amolga. Devalue some of that Nano a little bit. Crazy Cat is eventually hunted down, but a Nano has gone on to Mobutu, able to exchange out. Constant gets 2 supports with 1 punch. But Winner has found 4. Count them 4 in this fight for Winner. Now we get a Tracer duel. Oh, Sunjun. Sunjun denies Winner the ace in the honorable Tracer duel. Winning Winner. Fights 4. There are two parts of attackers. So do we need it? Oh, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Hold that. Mobutu finds two. Damn it. I'm sorry, Mobutu. I'm sorry I missed that. That was pretty. It's so pretty. Stage 2 only occurs in push or in OT rounds when an attacker's advantage gets a significant lead. Do we need a command AAB or AAP2 or something? Part 2? Let's check out this Star Primal. How much percentage Korea we got going on here? Couple of boobs onto the Yata, maintaining some high ground, regroups on a Mobutu, regrouping with the break there to help finish off that kill amidst the rally out of Tropic. This is going to give high ground control over to Boop Troop. Good nade. Yeah, from Crazy Cat. Buckethead does find Crazy Cat before it's all said and done, though. So, yeah, little Boop Troop. Missing a tank. Amplify missing an Ana. MVP Nova redeemed a dead joke. Oh, Squeak also comes through with a Prime sub and a follow. Thank you so much. Like, just when it rains, it pours. We also got Pachisar coming through with a follow. That's an awesome name. I love it. I love it. Star in a lot of trouble. 20 seconds left for Boop Troop. Amplify. Amplify are 15 seconds away from their first official win in nearly 6 months. They've got a Nano to work with. Nothing here from Boop Troop. Nano on to Sunjun. Sunjun goes in. Even the self-nade is not going to be enough. Oh no, Stratocaster lives. Stratocaster lives. Sunjun's got to get out. Sunjun does not survive, but there's nobody else to touch. Amplify have done it. They have broken the seal, friends. They've broken the seal. Amplify will win their first match since January 15th. Oh, we're gonna get all the alerts popping up now too. Fantastic. Oh, thank y'all so much for all the subs. Like, that's so awesome. Let's go Amplify. Let's go Amplify. I love my Boot Troop squad. I'm so happy to see this team finally put a dub on the board. So hard, so long deserved and hard fought. Big dub from Amplify, commanding dub as well. At least as far, I mean, it's a map fiber, right? Like, they kind of got destroyed on Runasapi. I mean, frankly, they won that very first flashpoint on Suravasa, but, you know, kind of got beat up on that one too. Oh my goodness, Hudson with this, with the sub as well, or Hudson? Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I also owe you a dad joke. I saw a dad joke redeemed during that map 5. I didn't want to interrupt. It was from MVP Nova there. I didn't want to interrupt the map, but I do owe you one. GG's all around. Here, go pay out some preds while I'm thinking about it. Amplify doubters in shambles.